This is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're going to be doing a personality assessment of Rihanna. But before we get into that, we want to thank the people that we interviewed this week, Leon and Joyce Ming. Please go check out the content. They are OGs in the game. They have some of the best content if you're trying to evolve your knowledge. But in the meantime, we're going to get into this. You guys know we use Linda Barrens metrics to break people down with interaction styles and temperament. So pick up these books if you can. In the future, we're going to have Dario Nardi on. We've had an interview with him before, but we're going to get him on again. It's going to be awesome. He does the breakdown of the brain scans and personality. So, yeah, pick up Dario Nardi's work. But let's get into this. So, personality database, our sworn enemy has Rihanna as a ISFP. That's with FI in the first spot, SE in the second spot, NI in the third spot. And in the fifth spot, they have TE. Please catch up. We do 8 function model John Beebe work. So in the opposing personality would be FE. And the sixth spot, the critic, would be SI. And the trickster would be NE. And the demon or angelic function would be TI. So let's get into this. Let's see what she is. And 50% of our viewers are not subscribed, so if you guys could please subscribe. And please comment below if you agree or disagree. And comment below a celebrity you want type. We are slowly trying to make our way through them. We do like one video a day. But we're trying to get some of our typing videos up as well. So stay with us. We'll get there.
14 #1 songs. Right. She has 9 Grammys. She is Oscar nominated.
We're going to be reacting to the Super Bowl.
Of course, to see an icon make her...
Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey. Okay.
It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Listen, I know you've been working really, really hard to get ready for this show and probably haven't gotten enough sleep, but you still look like you're glowing from within. Is that the Fenty highlighter, or you're just excited to hang out with us this morning?
The Fenty highlighter is definitely helping today because I have yet to sleep. We were working at the venue all last night, and I kind of just stayed there, ended up in a prep, and somehow I'm here at a press conference right now.
Here and smiling at a press conference.
Okay, so right there I'm noticing she had the opportunity to walk us through a sequence there or event, but she's kind of like glazed over it. She might be outcome, but we'll see.
And you still have a long day ahead. You have rehearsals later. So, going into a show like this, we all know you're going to put on an incredible show and we're so excited. But at the end of the day, you're still a human, right? And you still need to get yourself mentally ready for this. So how do you prepare for a date like today? I listened to Needed Me about 100 times this morning and I felt good to go, but you probably have a better strategy.
A day like today?
And a day like Sunday.
Sunday. No, that's the one. I mean, I've been so focused on the Super Bowl, I totally forgot that my birthday is coming up.
Wow.
I totally forgot about Valentine's Day.
That sounds like some focus there. That might be some NI there. Super focus, huh? NI. So you're going to put SENI there.
I am just like Super Bowl. So it's a lot of preparation, a lot of moving parts. And this is the week that it really is being tested. Everyone, we're just tightening up everything. Everybody's dialing in. Everybody's tuning up.
All right, so she's talking about what everybody's doing. So it's SE. Okay, she's talking about what everybody's doing. Everybody's tightening up. Everybody's tuning in. Everybody's doing it. A lot of moving parts. SE.
And a lot of moving parts. I mean, it's literally like 300 to 400 people breaking the stage down and building it back up and getting it out.
You see what they're doing? So she's going to SE heaven right now.
Minutes. It's incredible. It's almost impossible.
But if it's impossible, that means you could do it. Because you've always been that person who could do it.
I don't know that I could do that in 8 minutes, but we're excited to do the Super Bowl. We are.
We are excited to work on the Super Bowl. We've been working on it.
For a
SE.
while.
She's gonna blow SE up.
It just gets closer and closer to the finished product, and today is a really big rehearsal, really important one, so that's going to be crucial for Sunday.
I'm excited to see that. And, I'm a big believer in timing, that some of the most special and magical moments in our lives, they line up in a way that I think that we can't always anticipate and predict. It's like the universe knows. So I'm wondering for you, what does it feel like for this performance to land at this moment in your life and in your career?
It feels like it could have only been now.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first got the call to do it again this year,
Okay, so what I'm noticing is she's coming off informative. Okay. She's giving a lot of extra information. And it's kind of not specific, concise, and to the point. She's giving a lot of information. So I'm going to just put an asterisk side, informative. And I'm noticing also that she's coming off responding. So just put an asterisk side of that as well.
You sure? Like I'm 3 months postpartum. Like, should I be making major decisions like this right now? Like, I might regret this. But when you become a mom, there's something that just happens where you feel like you could take on the world, you can do anything, and the Super Bowl is one of the biggest stages in the world. So, as scary as that was, because I haven't been on stage in 7 years,
she's getting a lot of extra information.
Something exhilarating about the challenge of it all. And it's important for me to do this year. It's important
for me to do it this year. That's FI. But we're gonna say it's T. It's on the same axis as TE, so we have TEFI.
For representation, it's important for my son to see that.
Important for my son to see it. So that's an SE. She's giving her son an SE experience. Okay. So we've already have 5 points for SE and I. So that eliminates 8 types just right there. Okay, so being an SE user, that eliminates what would be ESTJs would be eliminated. All of the starters besides ESFP would be eliminated. So that means ESFJ, ENTP, ENFP, they're eliminated. The structure types, the ENTJ is still alive, ENFJ is still alive, and ESTP is still alive because they're SE and I users. INTJ is still alive, ISTP is still alive, and INFJ is still alive, and ISFP. Okay, those are the ones that are still alive because she's an SE and I user. All of those are SE and I users. All the other ones are eliminated. The INTPs, INFP, ISFJ, ISTJ, all those guys are eliminated because they're SI and E users. Okay.
It is. You make taking on a new challenge look easy, and I know that it isn't because again, you are a human being, but you've always seemed so brave and like one to take risks. And I actually want to share something with you because I think it's important for you.
The interviewer sound like an SI user.
To take a minute to reflect, which you probably haven't been able to do because you're so busy. So for anyone who doesn't know, a couple years ago, Rihanna released this beautiful coffee table book, and you got to take a journey through her life. And my favorite part was an excerpt. It was from, I think,
it's an FI from the interviewer.
Her grade school report card. So here's what her teacher wrote about her. She is sure of herself.
Okay, look, Rihanna ain't even saying that. She just chilling. She's responding.
Displays a positive attitude. I still see that today. She's friendly. She takes a leading role in group activities. She expresses her ideas clearly and intelligently, and she's very relaxed in acting out ideas. We have seen you evolve over the years from your first album to becoming a mom and a businesswoman and a music powerhouse, but you still very much seem like that little girl in that report card.
That was trippy to hear you read that out because I feel like you were kind of describing me right now.
You were kind of describing right now. She's blowing her ego up. The FI is getting blown up.
Relaxed part.
Especially relaxed. But she's responding.
It really is. Yeah, it seems like your values haven't changed over time, although you've obviously grown in a lot of other ways.
It's true. A lot of my core values have never left me.
Core values have never left me. That's FI. That's FI all day long there.
A lot of the lessons I've learned in my earliest years, I have never forgotten.
So she's never forgotten the FI. never forgotten. That means it's innate. It means it's really strong.
And my career.
Your work ethic is definitely one of those things.
Thank you.
You are immensely talented, but
I don't know if an ENTJ would be saying that. Let's just be honest. I don't think an ENTJ or ESTP would be saying that. No.
it's a special kind of person to put in the work that you've done over the years, and I think we're going to see that displayed, you know, at the Apple Music halftime show on Sunday. So tell me what it was like actually putting the show together, starting with the set list.
I'm ready to call her responding. Look at her. She's responding, okay? So that eliminates ENTJ, ENFJ, ESTP, and ESFP. We're down to INTJ, ISTP, INFJ, and ISFP. ISTP and INFJs are TI users, and we're already getting points for FI, TE. So soon we'll be able to eliminate ISTP and INFJ, and we'll be down to INTJ and ISFP.
I think from your first album up until Unapologetics, where it seems like you never took a break.
She's responding.
Time off. So now that you're a few years removed from all of those songs, what was it like revisiting those to build a set list?
The set list was the biggest challenge. That was the hardest part. Deciding how to maximize 13 minutes, but also celebrate. That's what the show's going to be. It's going to be a celebration of my catalog.
Celebration of my catalog. TFI. And I'm giving you guys a show. SE. Come on. Giving y'all experience.
The best way that we could have put it together. And you only have 13 minutes. That's the challenge. So you're trying to cram 17 years of work into 13 minutes. So it's difficult, but we
trying to organize and put a structure in there. So TE some more. Okay, she's a TEFI user.
So we have to lose because of that, and that's going to be okay. But I think we did a pretty good job at narrowing it down.
Was there trial and error? You know, as you started rehearsals, were you running through set lists and tweaking, realizing this didn't work in this moment?
You see that? Yeah. See, she's asking her about the process because she just glazed over it. She literally just glazed over it. You know, as in like a process person would have kind of walked you through it from one, how they narrowed it down, how they did this, how they did that, and how they moved from sequence to sequence. That's why she asked her that, because she just jumped straight over to the end product outcome.
Oh my God, there are probably about 39 versions of the set list right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we're on to our 39th. I mean, every little change counts. Mm-hmm. Whether I want like a guitar cut out, something muted, something added.
Okay, she's talking about controlling the production right here. Artistic control, and that is what control types, outcome types do. Linda Barrens changed it from control to outcome because I guess it was kind of offensive to some people to be called controlling. So right now she's controlling the production here. So that's outcome control, whatever you want to call it.
Put in a whole new song or take out a whole song.
You see that? She's talking about the production.
Every time I make a change, something has to be updated. That's a new version.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, there are a lot of moving parts to the show.
She's talking about artistic control.
Another thing I've always admired about you, it seems like you know the right moment to step in and take control. And I think that's challenging. Because
what happens is they take control so that they can influence the outcome, the end product, okay? Because their goal is all about the end product and not the journey.
For women, we're always nervous sometimes, me personally, of coming off too controlling or too bossy, but sometimes you know in your gut what the right thing is for you. So how much have you been really getting into all of the details of putting the show together?
I'm definitely not one that's worried about coming off too bossy.
I'm definitely not one to come off too bossy because I am pragmatic. Okay, I'm rebellious. I'm bossy. Yes. Put a point down for pragmatic. But yeah, so it's looking like she's most likely an ISFP, but we're gonna keep going.
I've been bossy all my life. Ever since I was a little girl, I promise you this. Like, a hell of annoying too, but I know some people get irritated, but you know, it's writing on me, you know?
Writing on me.
There are a lot of people who
informative.
are part of this show, and a huge part of the reason why this show is going to be as incredible as it is. And I couldn't have done it.
Give me all the SE experience. It's going to be incredible as it is.
At the end of the day, if it flops or it flies, my name has to stand by that. And
My
so
name,
I really
that's FI, has to stand by that.
get involved with every aspect of
I get on
anything
every
that-
aspect because I want the outcome that I want. Okay, so that's end product. Like I said, artistic control, trying to control the production. That's outcome.
I do. Whether it's a Super Bowl, whether it's a makeup product, whether
She don't
it's
matter what it is. Okay, she's a control type. She's gonna go for that end product that she wants.
savage lingerie, like whatever I do, I'm that annoying girl who's gonna talk about everything. I want to see the copy on the website. I want to name every lipstick that
SENI, I want to see this. I want to see that. I want to see this.
I make. Like I care about it. I love it. I love it.
I love it. That's FI.
Really do.
It all goes back to that little girl I'm telling you from the report card.
Little bossy big head
It's
girl.
really amazing. Bossy in the
Still
best way
here.
possible. And so another thing that goes into such a big performance in such a limited time is the physical stamina. Exhaustion is a real thing, right? But then that's something that you have to deal with, and your breath control and dancing on stage and all of that. Especially postpartum, I couldn't do it. Last year after I had my baby, it took me months to wear regular pants again. This is one of those few occasions.
See, she's
So
coming
what
off
has
of
it been like
SI.
physically
SI
getting
user right
yourself
there.
ready for
She's coming off
this?
SI.
The physical challenge has definitely been immense for many reasons, of course. But I haven't done this in a minute. That was
So like look at that. Is that specific, concise, to the point? No, it's not. Okay, she's informative. She's an ISFP.
first things first. So you're just running around for 13 minutes trying to put like a 2-hour set in 13 minutes, and you're gonna see on Sunday. From the time it starts, it just
You're gonna see on Sunday. SE.
never ends, and until it's like the very last second. I know I'm saying too much.
I know I'm saying too
but
much. I'm informed. I'm giving extra information. Like I said, she's ISFP.
It's a jam-packed show, and it takes a toll on your body. It does.
You got this, girl.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm not going to press you to reveal any details. I know we want to keep that under wraps because you've been working so hard. But look, as a Caribbean woman coming from a tiny island like Grenada, you've always made me feel so represented. I've always loved seeing you back home in Barbados at Crop Over. So I'm wondering if you're hoping to incorporate any elements of Caribbean culture in the performance.
I mean, that's a big part of why this is important for me to do this show.
That's why it's important for me. FI some more.
Representing for immigrants, representing
Representing
for
from
my country,
immigrants, representing for Barbados. FI.
Barbados, representing for Black women everywhere.
More FI.
I think that's really important. That's key for people.
That's
to
really
see
important for people to really see. That's SE.
the possibilities, and I'm honored to be here.
And I'm honored to do it.
doing
FI
this
again.
this year.
I can't wait to see it. And we're so excited to have you back in music. You know, of course we missed you, but you have a whole human being now to take care of. And I know it sounds like for you, work-life balance was not necessarily a thing because you always considered those the same. But is that different now, having a child plus work?
Yes, it's very different. The balance is almost impossible because no matter how you look at it, work is always something that's going to rob you of time with your child. That's the currency now, and that's where it goes. The magnitude of how much it weighs. When you make decisions on what you're going to say yes to, it has to be worth it.
And this is definitely a moment that's worth it for you, right?
me,
Like
for
for you,
sure.
what is the cultural significance for you of performing at the Super Bowl halftime show?
I mean, it's a long way from home, right?
Yes.
It's a long way from home. It's a beautiful
It's a long way from home, right? Informative.
journey that I'm on. And
Ooh, she did bust Journey there. That would be progression, but we already know she's outcome.
I could have never guessed that I would have made it here. So it's a celebration of that. I'm excited to do that, and I'm really excited to have Barbados on the Super Bowl stage.
I'm excited to have Barbados on the Super Bowl stage. FI.
But for the whole Caribbean. Look, you have been a global superstar for a long time, but I need to say right now on the record, Caribbean woman, we claim you as ours. That's a
You better.
You better. SE.
Now, you've taken a few years off of music. You've been building the Fenty empire, which has been incredible to watch. But now that you're making that transition back to music, you also took some time to just live your life, to just take road trips, like things that you deserved after working so hard. So how was that period, and do you feel now refreshed and ready to get back to music?
The pandemic kind of, in a weird way, forced me to slow down. And then when you have all these boundaries and restraints and rules and...
She don't like boundaries, restraints, and rules. Why? Because she's pragmatic. Pragmatic.
You have to stay home. You kind of get creative with ways to stay entertained in a way. And road tripping was one of those things that I've always loved. I just usually road trip while I'm on tour. That's
That
the road
doesn't
trip.
I
know, so I
road trip when I'm on tour because I'm pragmatic. But one of the key stresses of an SP is boredom. Okay, that's what stresses an SP out. It's boredom.
Like feel the things I love about tour without having the commitment of the show every single day. It was just nice to appreciate that time. I really enjoyed it, actually.
You deserved it. You seem like a workaholic, so you deserve some time
Yeah,
off.
she
And look,
kissing ass.
I'm not asking any questions about when music is dropping. I don't want any problems with you or with the Navy. But, a couple years ago, you said that you were working on a project that would be reggae inspired. Those are your roots. And then also a project that would just kind of capture where you're going forward in this next chapter of your life. And when I talk about this with my friends, we would take anything. A classical album from Rihanna would also be fire. So I was wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about this chapter and how you're feeling musically in general.
Musically, I'm feeling open. I'm feeling open to exploring, discovering, creating things that are new, things that are different, things that are off, weird, might not ever make sense to my fans, the people that know the music that I put out, that I just want to play. I want to have fun.
I want to have fun. I want to play. I want to SE.
Music.
You should have fun with the music and have fun on that Super Bowl stage on Sunday. You put in all of the work. You're ready. This is in your bones, and now it's just important for you to go out and have a good time. So promise me that you'll have fun.
I got you, girl. I promise. That's one of my main things. I promised myself that I would have fun.
All right, that's great. And now, if it's cool with you, some of your young fans have some questions for you. If you're cool to answer those?
Of course.
All right, let's do it. So the first question is from Phoenix Children's.
Hi, I'm from Phoenix Children's Hospital, and I love dancing and playing golf. I also love your makeup. It's so good.
Thank you.
And my question to you is, what was your favorite album to record?
Ooh.
Come on, FI. Come on, FI hero.
Maybe favorite album to record or my favorite album?
Let's get both.
Okay, I really enjoyed recording Loud and Diamonds. I was on the road for both of those albums when I created them.
Extra information.
I was touring one album, making the next, and then I came back and toured that album and made the next. And then Anti was the first time that I took my time making an album while not being on tour. And that frustrated my fans a bit, and here I am doing it again to them. But Anti for sure.
I'm doing it again because that's what
I've ever made.
A great album. Thank you, Anissa.
Thank you.
And we have one more question from NFL Play 60 Super Kid. Hi, I'm
Yeah,
Julia.
if you would have asked like an ESTP that question, they would have lost their mind. They can't figure out. They would have had. FI Trickster would have had a terrible time figuring out which one was their favorite. FI hero, like that.
Hello.
And my question is, when you first started pursuing music, what was the most important thing you learned in order to succeed in the industry?
To stay humble. Stay humble, because if not, this industry will humble you one way or the other. And, you know, my humility came from my childhood, growing up in the Caribbean, growing up in my household with my mom. She's a very humble woman. Her mom was a very humble woman.
Extra information.
I've never lost sight of that. That's very important to me.
Very important to me, FI.
I often fear the pedestal that the world can put you on, and I always want to feel my feet on the ground. That makes me feel safe.
Okay. So that's it, guys. We have Rihanna as ISFP. What we noticed very early on is that she was an SENI user. She was always talking about what other people were doing, constantly talking about what other people are doing, talking about intense focus so much that she forgot about her own birthday. That's a SENI thing. She's informative, so she gives a lot of extra information. It's not specific, concise, and to the point. She's responding. She's introverted, you can tell. She's a TFI user. Obviously, she knows what's important to her. She's outcome. If you've seen, she's always trying to control the end product. She went through a little phase right there in the video where she was talking about that. And she's pragmatic. She likes her freedom. She don't like rules. Pragmatic people don't tend to like rules. They tend to be a little rebellious. She's not talking about doing the right thing. And she's interested in concrete. So, yes, Rihanna's ISFP. And we can check out Melissa Holmes' chart real quick. And we have the ISFP here. Okay. Right there. Behind the scenes, outcome, interest, it's all there. But this is Mongolian Mindset. It's been a pleasure to do this. And we are out.